and welcome back to Dino Camp 2020 Day 2. For this craft, we're going to be making a dinosaur puzzle of your very own. It's going to be really awesome. It's going to be your own creations. It's going to be really neat. But before we do that, we're going to talk a little bit about one of Acro's friends. So I don't know if we said this in the first video, but today, since yesterday was all about Acro, today is all about Acro's friends. So the one that we're going to be talking about right now is actually one called Tenontosaurus. So Tenontosaurus, their name means tendon lizard. And so where this name comes from is the way that their body was built. It had a very small head, so a really narrow, small head, and then a really long tail. And so that tail, since it was so long, it had to have a special system of tendons, which tendons is another word for muscles. So it had a special system of muscles just to hold up their tail. So that's where the name tendon lizard comes from and where we get the phrase Tenontosaurus. So Tenontosaurus actually lived in the woodlands of North America, which is the continent that we're on right now. He probably lived around some of the same areas as we did. He would have been about 20 feet long, and then he would have weighed around 2 tons. So he's a really kind of a good sized dinosaur. And also another key fact about Tenontosaurus is that it ate plants, so he was a herbivore. So now that we have talked a little bit about Tenontosaurus, you got to know it a little bit better, we're gonna do a craft, we're gonna make the puzzle. So this puzzle is super easy to make. If you were able to pick up one of our camp kits, your packet should have had a little worksheet that looks like this, which is basically a coloring sheet with some grid lines on it. And so that should have been included in your packet. If you weren't able to get one, we will post this in the comments of this video so that you'll be able to download it and print it and create it for yourself. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do with your puzzle is color it. So color it basically just like it's a coloring sheet. Just ignore the lines and just color right over it. Make it look as pretty or as ugly as you want. But yeah, you can just color it in. It's usually helpful if you make it super vibrant and like colorful and bright. So you can kind of see where the different pieces fit together once you're completely done with it. So once you've colored it, you can use markers, you can use crayons, you can use colored pencils, whatever you want to use is fine. But once you're done coloring it, what you're gonna do is cut it out. And so you're gonna cut, basically you're just gonna cut along the grid lines. So you'll cut down all of these across, and then you'll go back and cut this way on each one of them once they're cut into pieces. And what that's gonna do is make this into a puzzle piece for you. So you can see over here, I've already got one cut out, but you can kind of see how the puzzles are supposed to fit together. And obviously the subject of our picture is a Tenontosaurus. So yeah, but you can just kind of mix them all up and then piece them back together however you can do it the best way. So that's about it for this craft. So I hope you guys enjoy making this puzzle. And be sure that you use our hashtag, it's hashtag MOTRR DinoCamp2020 to share these pictures on social media, on Facebook, so we can see what you guys are doing and see how you've been keeping up with our camps. So we'll be back later in the day with more videos, and we'll see you guys very soon.